guys, welcome to part 3 of the surgery series. So I have a few things that I need to take care of, and that will be like making up my bed, getting everything situated with that. I have to take another shower before I leave, and just kind of like get like all my insurance stuff together, ID cards and stuff like that that I'm gonna need. And currently it's only 7:40 and my surgery is scheduled until like 9:45 when I have to be there. So your girl kind of got a late surgery. To me that's late only because I'm used to like the 6-7 a.m. surgeries and stuff like that, or like appointments. Like I'm the early bird, so like when it's time to take a flight somewhere, I got the 6 a.m. flight or the 5 a.m. flight. I'm an early person. So to me, 9:45 is late. But I'm ready and just gonna go take a shower after I do a few things and put on my clothes and head out. Y'all, it is time. I'm ready. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. And everything else. So I am ready to go into surgery. They got my IV and everything like that, and I'm ready. I'm not even like nervous or anything. I'm just ready to get this over with so I can go home and get to healing so I can have Thanksgiving, because baby. I also forgot to tell y'all, they put green dye in me, so I guess I'm gonna be the Grinch because, you need to leave. No. It's the fact they got a dancing chicken salsa and I'm hungry. It's like 6 in the morning.
I can't hear you!
And it hurts so bad to talk. My throat, everything is just scratching. I have a lot of shoulder pain from like the gas. Stomach is like throbbing. So I'm about to just like take some medicine and I guess go back to sleep. I'm still tired. I want to keep going. So to begin, I honestly did not expect all of this to happen. So going into the surgery, y'all saw at the beginning of this video how optimistic I was. I wasn't nervous, I wasn't scared, I wasn't anything. But y'all, as this surgery and recovery progressed, whew. So as far as like the whole surgery procedure, everything went great how it was supposed to go. My doctor told my mom that everything went great. However, one scary thing that the doctor told my mom was that when he went in to see my gallbladder, that the stones were so big that my gallbladder would have been taken out regardless of if it was Friday when I had it taken out or somewhere in the very near future, because there was no saving it. So that was a very alarming, being that I had that all this time, didn't even know it. And just hearing that was just like, wow. And honestly, this goes to show doctors out there, nurses out there, listen to your patients. You know, when I first went in to the ER, they were like, oh yeah, you just have acute abdominal pain, no cysts in your ovaries, because I thought that I had them again. And so they basically just did an ultrasound and then took my blood and sent me home. Then the next day I ended up going right back because my symptoms were progressing and I was feeling a little bit worse than what I was before. And that's when I pushed the issue, like, hey, something is not right. They already did the ultrasound. There was nothing on my ovaries, nothing in my belly going on, nothing in, you know, my girl parts. Like, there's nothing wrong in that aspect. So they pushed the issue as well, like, you know, okay, I hear you, so you know what, let's go to the next step. Let's go ahead and do a CT scan. And that's how I found out that I had gallstones. And y'all, all I can say is just listen to your body. Like, now that I'm hearing what the doctor said compared to like what I initially went to the ER for, like the ER, they would have failed me. Like, they literally would have failed me, because I went in for abdominal pain just thinking like, okay, you know, I know what's going on. It hurts when you push right here. I'm having pain like up in here. I'm feeling nauseous, dizzy, feeling faint, the whole nine. And they literally took a ultrasound and took my blood and just sent me home. And honestly, as well as me having to advocate for myself, it's kind of annoying because I feel like most doctors and, you know, nurse practitioners, whatever, they just want to basically like put their opinion, and I don't mean medically, but I mean like their opinion on you, to like try to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about just because they went to school for this, they studied this, you know. But it's not a one size fits all when it comes to the medical like environment and like your body and stuff. Like, okay, I can do 50 squats and get a kadonkadonk, but somebody else who does 50 squats is not going to get the same results. And doctors and everyone need to understand that there's not a one size fit all. There's not just a universal, okay, well, if she has XYZ symptoms, then okay, this is what's going on. Oh, but if she has a XYZ, then okay, yeah, that's not true, because that could just be a new symptom or just how that person's body is reacting to whatever is going on. And like I just keep saying, just advocate for yourself, because doctors, like, honestly, I felt like they didn't want to listen to me when I went to the ER. They just sent me on my way with not even any medication, like not even, and I'm not like a druggie or like a junkhead where I just want to like get medication and just do whatever with it, take it or give it away to people. Like, that's not me. And the fact that like they didn't even try, and I think that's what it's mostly about. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, well, they didn't give you medication, like I went to the ER to get medication. Like, no, like I went to the ER to get help. You guys didn't even try to at least give me like pain medication, like ibuprofen or something for the pain that I was experiencing. You guys just said, she's a younger female. I don't know, just draw blood, everything's good. Okay, do a ultrasound, oh, everything is good, like labs are good. No, that's like, what about a urine sample? Like, what about the CT scan that I ended up getting? Like, there are other things that could have been done the first time that honestly, like, I probably would have had the surgery a lot sooner. But enough of that whole rant. Now let's talk about the recovery aspect. So y'all remember how I told y'all about me like wanting food as soon as I got out of my anesthesia and like woke up and stuff and was at home? Y'all, tell me why. I honestly didn't even eat for like the rest of that day or like into the next day. Like, it took me a little minute to eat something because I was either asleep or in a bunch of pain and was taking pain medication and muscle relaxers to help with the pain that they had prescribed me for after my surgery. So then I was still right back to sleep. So like, the whole recovery thing was just, it was completely different than what it was for my cyst removal. And I think that was bad on my part to go in with this whole surgery aspect with that mindset, thinking that everything would be like similar to how it was before, because it was not. So I'm only laughing now because of like, and my laugh is not like a haha, but my laugh is like, I can't believe that I endured all of what I did during the whole recovery thing, because it was the total opposite of what I expected was gonna happen. So y'all, when I was in my recovery phase, I'm home and settled now, I honestly thought that the recovery was gonna go super, super fast. I would be good within like a little week. That I would just honestly come home, sit on the chair, recline back, basically like sleep for a little bit for like the rest of the first day after the surgery, and then just watch some TV, watch a couple of Christmas movies, sip on some water, and take like a little bit of pain medication to help manage the pain, and would be fine. Well, let me tell you, I was completely wrong. So first of all, when I tell you the pain was at a 10, baby girl, the pain was at an all-time 10. I honestly have never been in that much pain ever before in my life, and I've been hit by a car. So I can't even explain it. Like, okay, so like the muscle spasms that I was getting in my stomach resemble that of what you would get in like a Charlie horse in your leg. However, it was in my stomach around incisions and along with some trapped gas. So I was in so much pain to the point where I needed pain medication as well as a muscle relaxer. But the tricky thing about that was that the doctor and the nurses were like, you know, you gotta drink a lot of water, and you gotta like stay hydrated, make sure that you're getting up and moving. And that was the whole like kicker for me, because not only am I in so much pain, I'm having muscle spasms in my stomach, which I've never experienced before, but y'all want me to stay hydrated, which is going to cause me to have to get up to use the restroom and walk around to move this trapped gas. Like, in my mind, I'm like, why didn't y'all just remove the gas when y'all had me on the table? Like, y'all had plenty of time to even remove some of this belly fat. Like, y'all could have did some more stuff in there when y'all was in there. So I'm like processing all of that, but then at the same time, like, my body is just telling me, like, just lay down. Like, we don't have to walk right this second. We don't have to. And then, nope, guess who got to use the bathroom? Yeah, me. I had to use the bathroom, I swear to you, more than I have ever had to use the restroom in my entire life. Why did it take me getting comfortable, finding a good movie, getting at ease with my pain to to where it's bearable, to all of a sudden now I had to get up and undo everything I did to even get in that predicament, to now I had to get up to use the restroom and fight gravity? Because let me tell you, if you have ever had anything done, gravity is your worst enemy. Baby, when that gravity hits you, it does not come to play. It was a lot. It was strong. I honestly didn't even feel like I was walking on earth. Like, I know this ain't the same gravity that I went into surgery with. Like, no, did y'all amp up the gravity? Was it no longer 9.87? Like, is it now like 15.25 or something? Like, gravity felt so strong getting out of that chair. And y'all, that chair is like honestly capable of like lifting you up. Like, I lifted it up some, but like oh my gosh, gravity is so, like, gravity is here when you have a surgery, and especially one on your stomach or like on your chest or something. Like, you don't realize how strong gravity is until you have something done. And I, like, it was just a lot. And then as far as like the recovery part of removing the extra gas that they didn't pump out of you during the surgery, yeah, I need them to like find a better way to remove gas when they do laparoscopic surgeries, because leaving some of that air trapped in is not ideal. It was painful. I don't know if my doctor just was like, yeah, should get the rest out, or what. I just know that me walking to remove that gas was like, it seemed like impossible. Now I'm able to walk, and now I'm able to like move around a lot more better than what I was like the first, honestly, week. However, I was miserable. And y'all, I was so miserable, it was even to the point where I phoned the doctor and I asked the nurses to ask this man, can I use a heat pad on my stomach, not on my incisions, of course, but at least on my stomach, to where I can help remove the gas. Because I also read that they said no heat. I even tried to bypass Google, because if you know, when you Google symptoms and stuff, Google will have killed you off 10 years ago. And I had asked them even before the surgery, like, hey, like, can I use a heat pad or something? Like, is there anything that I can use to help remove the gas once I get out of surgery? And they're like, nope, no heat pad. You just got to do a lot of walking. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, well, maybe things have changed. You know, I'm phoning in and I'm letting them know, like, I'm in excruciating pain. Like, help a sister out. But no, that they were like, yeah, well, sweetheart, the best thing to do is just walk. And I did not want to hear that. Like, I wanted to hang up so bad. And they're right, moving around does help loosen your muscles and stuff to bypass gas. And then even like the muscle relaxers helped as well, because like I said, it relaxes all of your muscles. But y'all, that gas wasn't moving fast enough. Like, I honestly thought, like, God, if this is how you gonna take me, Lord. Like, I was in so much pain. I wanted to go to the ER again. I wanted to tell them, listen, I don't know what's going on, but y'all gotta do something. I don't care what y'all do, but get all this air up out of me, because... And now, as a nurse's point of view, I could only imagine having a patient come into the ER over gas. Like, I honestly would be like, are you serious? Like, why are you wasting my time? But that's just how bad the pain was. Like, the pain was, like, I don't know what was worse. I don't know if the incision pain was worse, which, by the way, that ended up doing a toll on me as well, because I honestly thought that the incisions were fine and not in a lot of pain, and like they weren't sore or anything. But I think that's just because like my mind was so focused on all the trapped gas, then I couldn't breathe, and my stomach was very sore, so I was focused on that versus like the actual incisions. But baby girl, let me tell you, my incisions right now, like, I can't even sit up straight completely. Like, my legs have to be a certain way if I do sit up straight, because if I like squish down too far on my stomach, my incisions feel like they're about to like burst open, which I know is not really true. Y'all know I'm dramatic, but I just feel like that's just what's gonna happen. And oh my gosh, like, I'm still on the road to recovery. And baby, when they say road to recovery, I don't know how long that road to recovery is, but it's got to be a trip from here in Florida all the way to California. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.